Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I am excited to be here today. I'm excited to talk to you about my mortgage and my mortgage payoff plan. It's the only debt we currently have at this time, and I track that right here on this page. This is something totally different, so I'm just going to kind of flip the page here. There we go. This is where I track my mortgage. This is a mortgage tracker for me. I just don't have a sticker that says it on top. But I have my beginning, my end, and beginning in 2023. Now, my mortgage was only 3 months old when I started tracking in 2023. So I actually started in August of 2022. I have my amortization schedule, and I'll grab that right here. And this is my amortization schedule. So what I've decided to do is kind of show you guys what it looks like to add an extra $550 off on a mortgage, and what that does with the mortgage payoff. I'm going to zoom you guys in close so you can see the numbers really well, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. So here's the mortgage. As you can see, the first line here I wrote in, it was October of 2022. The reason it wasn't on here is my mortgage actually got sold to another mortgage company in November of 2022. I only made one payment to one lender, and then it got sold, and then I moved on to another. So I just recently started tracking on here and in here on my notebook what interest we're paying, what principal we're paying, and things like that. But this is an amortization schedule, and anytime you get any kind of loan, especially like a fixed loan with an end date, such as a mortgage or a car or things like that, you can figure out an amortization schedule, or the bank itself actually has a calculator for you, and it tells you what the schedule is. So it just tells you the minimum amount of principal payment and your interest amount and total interest at the time. That's what this one tells me, and what the new balance is every month. What I've done is taken a highlighter and started fresh and go, okay, here's these blue check marks here. There's 3 blue check marks. I don't know if you can tell that on camera. This is October, November, and December. These are the dates that I just paid the minimum principal balance. October, November, and December. So these were the principal payments, what the new balances were, and then going in next month. Then I decided in February, I skipped over January, but January and February, starting January 2023, I added $550 on top of the monthly minimum principal amount. So that is what you're going to see in my notebook, and that is what I've been tracking here. If I had done the original plan for January without the $550, I would have only paid in January $263.33 as a minimum principal payment. But because I have an additional principal payment, and this is the amount that was actually paid, it gave me a new balance here. And then I did it again for February. So those combined gave me a new balance. So what I did is I took these 2 months together, and here's the new balance that the bank says I have. And I went ahead and took I looked at this number, $257,687.11, and came to the closest month that actually was close to that amount. And this is mid-February when I looked at it. So technically, I've paid all these minimum payments in the principal only payment. So now I'm down to here, and that's June of 23. And today is March 16th of 2023. We're up here. Now I have made a payment in March. So I put a little check mark in March, and we're going to highlight today how much an extra $550 plus this $265.97 gave us on this amortization schedule. Now, you remember, this is a fixed schedule that was from the beginning of my mortgage. It is a 30-year mortgage, and it does, when you do make extra principal payments, it does adjust the total interest that's paid. I do have a schedule that shows me how much I would save over a 15-year period, and I will be showing that in just a little bit. But let's slide this up. and we're going to look at the actual balance that I have right now. So right now, my bank says that we have a loan amount of $256,865.64. That is what we owe. That is the new amount. And we paid that on March 1st. Trying to find my highlighters here. Here we go. And that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. Found my highlighter. We're going to highlight in green because March is kind of associated with 4-leaf clovers and things like that. But we're going to do green, and we're going to get close to this number as possible. So as I'm looking over here, I have $256,899 and $624. So I'm just going to stop here at $899 just because it's the closest to this number, even though I paid a little bit more than that. And we're just going to highlight this. All right. And that means we went just by one $550 payment on my last payment to the mortgage company. Look how much is paid off. 3 months. We jumped 3 months. That is pretty awesome. So I'm going to mark over here in the corner. Do I have my green pen? Hold on a second. I found it. So I'm going to write over here March. Is that green? No, I put black in there. Daggone it. Oh well. March 16th, 2023. And I'll just highlight it in green. There we go. But there you go. That is what these colors represent, that principal payment paid in advance. This is how it's changing my mortgage. This is my mortgage payoff, and it's a new process for me. I have been consumer debt free since October of 2020. It's when I paid my school loan off, and we had no credit card debt. I keep my credit card paid off, and we have no other loans, no car loans, no personal loans, nothing. So the mortgage is so this is how I'm paying off the mortgage. This is what happens when you make additional principal payments. You don't want to make any interest extra payments. You don't want to throw your money at the bank. You want to throw your money for yourself at the principal. And that's going to bring that down so fast. So that's pretty awesome. I've only done it an extra $550, 3 months. 3 months out of 6 months. 3 out of 6 months. And I'm already jumping to September and starting October timeframe, literally as far as on this piece of paper. If I had only done the minimum amount, this is how long it would have taken me to get there. But here I am in March, and I've already paid up through September. And I'm just thrilled with that. I think watching this change every month is going to be really cool. So hopefully I can keep up the monthly mortgage payoff and inspire you to find ways to add even, a few dollars or whatever your mortgage will allow for a principal payment payoff. Some of them require, like my bank requires a minimum of $100. You can save up to $100 and then make the payment, or you can put little bits amount auto drafted out extra on your mortgage, things like that. So just look at what you can do, and hopefully this inspires you to do that as well. We are doing this because by the time this hits 15 years of a 30-year mortgage, we want it paid off because we will be in our mid-60s, approaching 65 or right at 65. And we don't want to have a mortgage in those years. So this is our forever home, and we're ready for that. And that is our mortgage payoff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.
As a young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and free.